Got an article here from a website called worldofreal.com. Warner Brothers says Ezra Miller might set out promoting The Flash because, quote, it's not a PR-driven film. Yeah. After a resounding early successful screening at CinemaCon, I'll get to that here in a second, and Andres Muschietti's The Flash is back at it, trying to hide star Ezra Miller from the spotlight. Miller stars as The Flash. Don't tell that to Warner Brothers co-chairperson Mike DeLuca. That Miller may set out promo duties. In a weird way, it's not a PR-driven film, so we don't necessarily have to put Ezra out in front. They don't want to do that because the son of a bitch has had mountains of controversies, arrests, and so on and so forth. Just crazy ass behavior. But anyway, it goes on, talks a little bit. I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. But here's an article I didn't know it was from the Mary Sue when I first saw it because I was on MSN.com. But early reviews have started pouring in, and their users aren't very impressed by them. Basically, it says that they're, reviewers are getting side-eyed by the internet. Basically, what happened is some people at a Comic-Con, yes, or CinemaCon, my mistake, were treated to an exclusive early showing of The Flash on April 25th, and reviews that surfaced after were overwhelmingly positive. This wasn't too surprising. Yada yada yada. Warner Brothers has been singing the praise, but they kind of gloss over all the shit. I mean, look at these controversies, allegations of harassment, assault, child grooming, culminating in an arrest on charges of felony burglary in August of 2022. Despite the seriousness of the controversies, they're just kind of glossing over it. And here's it gets the part where they start talking that some of the reviewers are actually singling out Miller with excessive individual compliments. However, the praise almost seems exaggerated, with these reviews gushing about Flash being the best DC film. Here's one. I think they might be talking about this. The Flash, first reactions praise DC's multiverse movie. And it goes on and on. It goes on, it talks some. Close that shit. I don't care about your little white line or whatever the fuck that is. But it goes on, and they're going on and on. Like, I'll link this in the description box as well, but here's kind of a quick, somebody's tweet about it. Flash is a fun Back to the Future superhero movie that's epic and emotional, with blockbuster action and bigger heart. And I've seen the trailer. The trailer looks, it looks alright. But anyway, here's another one. Damn, The Flash is good. Flash is the DC movie fans have been waiting for. Blah blah blah. Believe the hype. It's the greatest DC movies of the last 30 years and stuff. What? No Nolan Batman. That's the one that people always seem to jizz their pants about. DC's The Flash is tremendous. Forget DC is without a doubt among the best superhero films ever made. There's also an all-timer, inventive storytelling, fantastic action sequences, so many nerdy deals. I'm in tears at the end. Like, whoa, get a hold of yourself. Then it's a wonderful but cringe. The Flash is a good movie with really cringe moments. Everything with Batman and Supergirl is incredible Easter eggs, but Miller's performance is annoying for me, and there's two of them here. The action and emotion are wonderful, the comedy is not. That I can a little more agree with, because I can't stand Ezra Miller. But anyway, it goes on and talks about it's the funniest DC movie. I don't know about that, but we'll see. It talks about it's a mega CG heavy scenes, and here's what everyone will think of the ending. I got to watch an unfinished cut of The Flash. Unfinished, what the hell? But whatever. Michael Keaton's return as Batman is simply perfect. I can see that because if you've seen the trailer, I thought he did pretty good in it. But, anyway. It even takes a fun jab at Marvel. It's highly entertaining and surprisingly funny. At times it tries a little too hard for the laughs. The story toes the line between intriguing and absurd. It goes on. The winner dug it quite a bit. A lot of movie, and there are moments. Yeah, I'll link this in the description box. You can read this shit for yourself. I've read it all. There's nothing like, outstanding. I mean, some of this stuff. The one about, the guy saying he was in tears is like, well, I'd take it easy. Yeah, that's the end of the article there. But then Mary Sue continues on and stuff. And I actually largely agree with this for the most part. Now, what I don't agree with, of course, is this stuff here where they try to make it out like the Jonathan Majors stuff has everything to do with the race. We can all see the double standard at play when action against a black movie star was swift and severe, yet Miller is being publicly praised by reviewers and film executives. That, I guarantee you, has nothing to do with Ezra Miller being white and has everything to do with Ezra Miller being LGBTQIA+. I don't even know what all the shit is. The alphabet stuff. That's all it has to do with it. Hell, it even says in here, it even brings up Johnny Depp. And this is the part where I also don't agree with, too, because it says, Amber Heard, for example, was dragged through the dirt in one of the most horrific cyberbullying smear campaigns in history for accusing Johnny Depp of abuse and may never get her career back. Leaving out the part where she was the one fucking abusing him. And that's why she may never get her career back, which may or may not happen. It's hard to say. But anyway, like I said, I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it. I've already gone 5 minutes with this stuff. The thing is, I really don't believe that the Flash is that good. Like I mean, I need to hear it from some actual people, not some like people who appear to be paid shills. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I feel this way about just about everything. I'm not like just trying to single out this movie. Like if you tell me that Guardians 3 is good, it's like, well, I want to. I don't necessarily trust reviewers because a lot of them are paid shills on both sides, by the way. All the woke people and the anti-woke. There's a lot of shills out there who will basically say whatever they think will make them the most money or the most attention or whatever. That's why I don't pay attention to a lot of reviews in general because you kind of know what they're going to say. And it's like, I don't know if this movie's truly that good. I kind of want to watch it for myself, then I kind of don't because it's like, I hate Ezra Miller. And there's two of them in here. Basically, at one point, it's a complicated, convoluted thing, but he basically gets a hold of a Batman suit and stuff, and it's just whatever. It's just stupid bullshit, or at least it sounds like it. We'll see. Anyway, like I said, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. I'm starting to ramble a bit. Thank you very much for watching, and